Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Tuesday, October 15th, 2024, AD. My name is DB Mosley. With me is our managing editor, Kyle Burbank, and we are
Hello.
to do the Disney Morning Show. I forgot. No, that's not my name. My name is DB Mosley, co-founder of Laughing Place. I forgot my last name. And Kai, managing editor, Burbank. And we're going to talk about what's going on in the world of Disney. It was a busy day yesterday after we got off the air. And so we're going to catch you up on that and everything else. But we're going to start off the same way we do every day. All right, the stock price today, it is, let's do a refresh on that real quick and bring it up. It is currently 94.29, which is just a little bit lower than it was yesterday. I believe it's down 0.68% today. As you can see, where's the year? Where's the year? Where's the year? There we go. Still got a long way to go to reach. Sometime at some point when we're doing this show, this is going to reach an all-time high, and we're going to look back on this and laugh. Number one. Number one.
What? Me worry?
Why don't we start with the breaking news you just shared with me? This literally just in. Have you read it at all?
A little bit. So, Run Disney has a new running shoe partner, Brooks, which is a company I've honestly not heard of. Um, but I don't know the whole history of Run Disney partnerships, but I do know that for a time they had a partnership with New Balance and actually sold Disney running shoes that you could get. Some of them, they were mostly like exclusive to the expos and stuff that you have there. So I don't know. I know that ended. I don't remember when it ended or if there was an interim. But anyway, the story is that Brooks is now the official partner of Run Disney, multi-year agreement. So
Yep.
I don't know to what lengths that goes. I would love to see them bring back Disney-themed running shoes because I thought those were really fun. So I hope
Indeed.
that that's something that's in the cards.
This does say they will offer shoes and provide official race shirts at Run Disney Race Weekend, starting with an upcoming race later this year. So it doesn't say exactly when they will start, but it will be starting this year. And it
It'll
does
probably be
say,
so it doesn't specify Disney themed shoes, just shoes in general. They'll just
well,
be have a
no, the next sentence says, at the same time, Brooks will create Disney-themed running shoes featuring popular Disney characters.
awesome.
And in 2026, Brooks will design Brooks jackets for Club Run Disney members. A club jacket by Brooks. This is cool.
It's not the Brooks Brothers. That's a different type of
Oh,
jacket.
we couldn't afford those. So yeah, your wife I know is a Run Disney person, and you are an occasional Run Disney person. So
Yeah, we haven't done it for a little bit, but
wrong. Where to go? Where to go? There we go. Okay, that's so exciting! Yay! An actual breaking news. I love breaking news. Um, cool. All right, our next story is not quite as exciting, but
what? Not quite as exciting. The
I mean,
words Disney and cruise are in it, so I don't know how Doobie could not be excited.
I am excited. It's just there's no news here other than the fact that Disney Cruise once again. Do they like have the longest running streak of having a float at the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade?
Maybe, but this is a new one, Doobie.
It is cool. I like it. So this float is called Magic Meets the Seas. Have they just been using the same float over and over?
For the past couple years at least.
Oh, okay. Well, then big news. This is almost like a poster, but not quite. Magic Meets the Seas. This will celebrate the growing Disney fleet, including the 5 ships currently sailing and the 3 set to debut this year and next: the Disney Treasure, the Disney Destiny, and the long lost cousin Disney Adventure. So this will be November 28th, Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, continuing a tradition.
Not to be confused with the Macy's Day Parade, which is not a thing that exists, but people say anyway.
Macy's Day makes no sense.
People just shorten it.
Okay, what's next?
So we've learned about a new television show coming to Disney Junior and Disney Plus next year. This kind of follows the Spidey and His Amazing Friends format, but it's completely different. This one's called Iron Man and His Awesome Friends. So his awesome friends being obviously you have a young Tony Stark there, Iron Man. You also have Riri Williams as Iron Heart, and then we have an Iron Hulk even. So that's pretty cool. And since this is a young Tony Stark, my initial thought was because I know John Stamos was Tony Stark on Spidey and His Amazing Friends, but he was a grown-up version. So maybe we'll see him at some point, but this is not voiced by John Stamos, sadly. It's a younger voice actor, presumably. But yeah, this is going to premiere in summer 2025 on Disney Junior as well as on Disney Plus. So it seems like a lot of fun. I just hope that Patrick Stump from Fall Out Boy, who does the music for Spidey and His Amazing Friends, also does the music for this, but that was not announced.
Oh, well, he's a friend of yours, right? You can just pop him a DM and find out.
No, I haven't seen him in a long time. Not since since whenever Big Hero 6 came out.
He remembers you, I'm sure. So, Kyle, let us never let the show go to our head. There is no doubt who is the star of the Disney Morning Show. Want to answer that?
Yeah, so Ethan was busy this morning and maybe forgot to show up until 5 minutes before showtime. He's like, oh, wait a minute. I'm supposed to be doing something.
A little too much last night?
No.
That happens. Not you, Ethan.
No, I know. Ethan doesn't. I don't think it would affect him. He doesn't know how to slur words.
That's funny. Maybe tomorrow's song can somehow reference his absence today. I don't know. He can think about that. We have someone asking about your fit today, Kyle.
Yeah, my fit. Yeah, so this is actually a Stella Lou hoodie from Tokyo Disney. I'll put up the hood just for you. Got rabbit ears and everything. I put it on basically just to be silly because it's under 60 degrees today. So, of course, I need to act like it's freezing. I got little pockets. And then,
there's more. If Kyle were watching, I would say, Kyle, clip that. But there you are. That is so adorable. And yes, it is cozy. That's cute. Okay. Next up, we have. I'll get back to this page. We have Disney World news. So yesterday, after we went off the air, Disney World dropped a bunch of not the hugest news in the world, but big news, big enough for us to go immediately live and talk about.
4 articles worth of news.
That's right. So
that were all posted 2 minutes after the thing, and then you're like, half hour later. Oh, did they get posted yet? Yes, Dibby. They were posted when you went on the air.
I don't. Totally, I got thrown by that. They can't attack me on the air. I mean, you can.
What? That's the point of this show, is it not? I thought that was my job, was to criticize what you do the rest of the time.
There's much to mind in that area. What the heck was I about to say? I don't know. Anyway,
let's get into the news.
The stuff dropped. So let's start with the Big Thunder Mountain news, and that is that Big Thunder Mountain is going to be closed for a long time. So it closes on January 6th, 2025, and will open sometime in 2026. I think it's safe to say it will not be early. It will be closed for at least a year. I think that's very safe to say.
I think that's probably safe to say, but being the diligent and accurate journalist that I am, I made a headline that you criticized, and then I saw the exact same headline on Fox 35. So I'd like to take credit for myself. Saying
that is not. I didn't criticize your headline. I think Benji criticized your headline.
Well, Benji thought I got it wrong.
Yeah.
But then you're like, some weird wording there or something like that is what you said.
I saw a headline that said will be closed for years. So, I mean, I guess in a way, if it's closed for a year and a half, you say it's closed for 1.5 years. But that's a ridiculous headline. So yeah. I don't go for that. But I do think it's safe to say, not that the headline should have said it, but it is safe to say it will be closed for at least a year. And who knows how much longer. All they said was 2026. We discussed that it seems likely they're going to be replacing the track, and they did mention that they will be adding a little bit of magic, and they got to get things in order.
Magic band? What are you talking about?
Got to get things in order because obviously major changes are coming to Frontierland over the next few years. So this is probably just the tiniest little step one in that process. We also found out that Tropical Americas at Dinoland, which we obviously know is already been announced and is coming, that we've got some closing dates. So keep in mind, if these are important to you, January 12th is your last chance to experience them. These are big ones. Triceratops Spin, Fossil Fun Games, Chester and Hester's Dinosaur Treasures, which is actually the treasure in this group, all will be closing January 12th, your last day to experience. Then Progress
Where else will
Walls.
I be able to find a spinner attraction like that?
Nowhere. It's one of a
Nowhere
kind.
in
One
the
of a
entire
kind.
world.
Gideon asked yesterday, is this the first Disney spinner ever to close, not be rethemed, not be replaced with the same thing, like you might say Dumbo, not be relocated like Flick's Fun Fair, just plain closed? I could not think of it. Not that Disney has a ton of spinners, but I couldn't think of one. So I think he's right on that. Remaining open, do not panic. You still have time. Dinosaur, the Boneyard, Restaurantosaurus, Dino Bite Snacks, and Trilobites all will remain open. But
For now.
yes, they will close, but they are open for now. And the exciting part, that means that starting January 13th, those progress walls are going up.
Progress
Yesterday,
walls is a term I've just learned, and I roll my eyes at so hard.
yesterday we've got parking structure, we've got water features, and now we've got progress walls. So the progress walls will start going up on January 13th. So exciting. Good morning, Fred Ramirez. Yeah, so this does not seem to be like as big as the Space Mountain closing in Tokyo. Is that where that is? Yeah, this is not that. We don't anticipate like a whole new layout, just a track replacement. And then the other news is The Little Mermaid, a musical adventure, which had been announced. We know it's coming. In fact, it's opening fall of this year, except it no longer is. So they have announced that it will be opening in summer of 2025. We do know that it looks like there's work going on in the marquee, and they said that we are taking the next steps and filing permits for an all-new marquee. Work on the exterior of the building will begin soon, and a reimagined show comes summer of 2025 instead of fall of this year.
Doobie, I have a theory.
Uh-oh, Kyle thinks.
These are the things that we can't put into articles, but I can talk about here because
Absolutely.
to be clear, I have no idea if this is true. It's just a theory. It seems a little weird that you would have to delay a show for 6 months because of a marquee. I feel what they're really doing is installing a marquee, yes, but moving the entrance of that theater to be in a different place so that they can use the rest of that for Monstropolis, which would say that Muppets is safe for now and that Monstropolis is going into the animation courtyard area, and they just will have a different entrance for the theater.
We have breaking news. Kyle has confirmed that the Muppets are
No,
safe.
Kyle's not confirmed. Kyle has theorized.
I like that theory, both wishful thinking, and I think it makes a lot of sense. So very cool. And oh well, now I don't like the theory quite as much. I'm not quite as confident as I was 30 seconds ago. Tony Betty agrees. And finally, just the very minor news that Jungle Cruise is reopening tomorrow. It's been closed for almost 2 months. Reopens tomorrow, and then you have about 2 months to experience it before it becomes Jingle Cruise. Oh, 1 month. Goodness.
2 weeks.
So bad. I'm so bad with end of the year months. 2 weeks to experience it before it becomes Jingle Cruise. Why not just wait 2 months, 2 weeks, and open it as Jingle Cruise? I don't know.
Because people need their Jungle Cruise fix,
No,
I guess.
it does not need to go down for Jingle Cruise, though. That's an overnight change. So once it reopens, it will stay open. Oh, we have. Okay, I'm feeling a little better about your theory now because Genie Plus Plus said it's good. Okay.
Doobie's feelings on my theory are like looking like the Disney stock chart.
It's like my
really
feeling.
good. Oh, Tony just endorsed. Oh, yeah, Genie Plus Plus is
It reminds me about my feelings on the Disney Cruise Line song.
yeah.
All right, so that's our Disney World news. And as we mentioned yesterday, we got the exciting news that the new shop is opening up in Disneyland 2 days before the land actually opens. So just about a month away. And so it'll be in the old land for 2 days, which it just thrills me to no end. I want to visit those 2 days.
Make sure it's on the Wikipedia page. That's going to be the most technically of all time in a future Disney Trivia Live quiz.
Exactly. What lands has it been located in?
What land did it open in?
That's true.
And then you'll be like, technically it opened in...
And Tony's going to be saying, well, it depends how you count the drops, Doobie. All right. What's next, Kyle?
So they are looking for hosts for the Oscars once again, because Jimmy Kimmel, who hosted the last two, said he's declined an offer to host the next one. So from Deadline, apparently the latest is they are looking for an ensemble of hosts, kind of like they did a few years ago. They've approached Amy Poehler, The Rock, Will Ferrell, and those two guys that you just took off the screen, Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman, Deadpool and Wolverine.
Sorry.
Which would make sense for them to host this year. They already kind of had like a fun buddy dynamic before, or frenemy sort of thing beforehand. Obviously, that also played into Deadpool and Wolverine marketing. And so yeah, it makes sense for them to host. Ryan Reynolds doesn't have enough jobs. I think he and you know the other Ryan are neck and neck for number of jobs. Michael Strahan too. Too many jobs.
Too many jobs. You have a thing with too many jobs?
I just think it's funny. Just like you're doing like, can there be one commercial that Jason Kelsey isn't in?
Oh, I saw. I should have. No, I shouldn't. It has nothing to do with Disney. But I saw a tweet this morning. It was high school pictures of him and his brother, where they are just total not great looking guys. It's like one of these guys might be the sexy man in America, and the other is dating Taylor Swift. It's just hilarious. So don't give up, guys. I think was the punchline. All right.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm reading comments instead of hitting buttons. How dare I? How dare I take an interest in our audience?
You can read.
And I've had my share of bad reviews. I still remember my first good one, though. Everything else in this production of Our Town was simply terrible. Joey Tribbiani was abysmal.
Speaking of abysmal, not really. Max and Faber has a review of Northwood Survival, which explores the journeys of several aspiring homesteaders as they create new lives living off the land. This review is entitled "Be Inspired
Not
to
to
Start,"
be confused with living with the land.
which is similar but different. Be inspired to start a new life in the Canadian wilderness with Nat Geo's Northwood Survival. Gone are the reading of the final paragraph, replaced with ChatGPT giving me a 2-sentence summary.
Hold on a second. This is
So, fun fact: I asked ChatGPT, give it a link, say, give me a summary of what this reviewer thinks. It gave me a nice summary, a little long. I said, make it a 1-sentence summary. So it turned it into a 1-sentence summary. And then I said, let's make it a little longer. Let's make it a 2-sentence summary. So it basically just turned that one sentence and replaced the comma with the period out of the exact same summary. I went with it. So from ChatGPT, the reviewer found Northwood Survival to be a relaxing and inspiring show that showcases homesteaders thriving in the Canadian wilderness. Though they wouldn't personally live in the wild, the series sparked a desire to try such a lifestyle. So, Max and Faber, Wilderness Survivor.
And the rest.
speaking of the wilderness and surviving.
Very good. I was going to say speaking of Nat Geo, but your segue was much better.
Yeah, but also speaking of Nat Geo, a much different side of Nat Geo. Well, if you want to live on your own, live off the land, if that doesn't sound quite right for you, what you could do is spend $115,000 to go on one of these brand new National Geographic expeditions. So they announced two.
Which do you think Maxon would rather do?
I'm just going to guess it would be one of these. So yeah, they've announced two 2026 private jet itineraries. The first is across the continents by private jet. This will, over the course of 25 days, travelers will go to eight countries across 5 continents. So you don't get to go all 7. Sorry, no Antarctica for you. And then the other one is a South American discovery by private jet. That's a 14-day expedition. And it'll go through, obviously, Central and South America. We do have pricing for the continents one, because I think this is one they might have offered before. That's starts at $115,000 per person. I'd imagine the South American one would be a little bit less because it's shorter. But yeah, so if you have lots of money, and I mean, they sound amazing trips. And these are a little bit different. Like, we had Ben and Alex go on around the world. It's the same plane, actually, for the Nat Geo was the private jet. They went to all the Disney parks. This is probably a bit more intense. You go way. The reason I'm not listing all the places because I can't pronounce half of them. That's how intense this is. So this is a once in a lifetime thing you can do if you have
on your lifetime.
Lots and lots of money.
Depends on your lifetime. This does not have the Emmy Mouse Fan Travel tag, which is sad because if you do plan to take this trip, Mouse Fan Travel will most definitely book this for you. This comes under the Disney umbrella. And please book through them because that will make sure that they continue to support us for years to come, this one trip. So if you're going on this, please let them know Laughing Place sent you. All right, next up, we have a 30 for 30 Motorcycle Mary. I love 30 for 30s.
Me too.
This probably is not one I'll watch.
Did you also laugh when they announced that they are celebrating the 15th anniversary of 30 for 30?
So 30 for 30 was originally 30 ESPN films to celebrate ESPN's 30th anniversary. And it has just continued towards now the 15th anniversary of 30 for 30. And I don't know how many there are, but it's a whole lot more than 30. This is one of their 30 for 30 shorts. It is called Motorcycle Mary. It talks about Motorcycle Mary, the journey and 3-decade career of Mary McGee, a trailblazer in motorsports. And it premieres on November 3rd on ESPN2 and ESPN Plus. Do you have a favorite 30 for 30, Kyle?
I think we've talked about this before. I do enjoy, enjoy is a strong word because it's not the most pleasant of topics, but Extraordinary Lies is a very good documentary.
Which one can you?
That's the Duke Lacrosse one.
That's the first one that came to my mind, too. That is a great one. All right. Next up, Broke is a good one. Something about rags to riches always, or rather, rags to riches to rags, which is just so sad. It's much better to have never had money than to have had it and lost it. Not that I'm either one, but I presume.
So yesterday they announced a new Tron game called Tron Catalyst that I saw you and Benjamin talking about. It looks, they call it a thrilling, story-driven, isometric action game. I'd say that it looks a little bit less than thrilling, but to each his own. And it's on foot and through light cycle combat. Players will need to complete missions and uncover the truth of the arc grid. This will be on PC, PS5, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch. And the fact that it's on Nintendo Switch should tell you that it's not that advanced of graphics. I mean, it looks fun, but it's not your type of super advanced video game that I think people are used to these days. It looks more like a glorified mobile game to me.
Wow. Kyle throwing shade. All right, and one more for you.
Be very fun. I'm just saying, like, this is just not. It's not your. I forget how the ratings work for games, as how you describe them, but I wouldn't say it's a top tier game.
And also for Kyle,
Zootopia. Maybe I should put my bunny ears up for this one. So this was announced back at Comic-Con that we covered, San Diego Comic-Con, but there's a new comic series coming from. I already forgot the name of the company, and of course that's the thing that I didn't write down.
Oh, Night Entertainment.
Thank you. But yeah, it's from writers Jeff Parker and artist Alessandro Rinaldi. So this is a new comic series. It'll kick off in January of next year, and it'll just be basically, it sounds like detective adventures between Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde. So it could be a lot of fun. I love the cover art.
Yeah, it is cool. Shakira back there. And finally, today is the day for people like me who love Alien Romulus, although I don't have a need to hug it. But Alien Romulus is hitting.
You don't want to hug a face hugger?
The physical media for Alien Romulus is out today, 4K, Blu-ray, DVD.
No,
am I wrong?
You are wrong. Today would be the digital, if that's the case. Physical media doesn't come until December.
Okay, you are right, and
which is something that I complained about when we talked about this originally. Is that
now I got to know.
They want you to buy it twice. They want you to download it and watch it for Halloween, and then they want you to buy it when it comes out in December as a holiday gift.
Sorry, I got to know, is this my mistake? Which it probably is, but I just got to know. I mean, it's my mistake no matter what for not checking out the article more carefully. All right, never mind. Doesn't matter. Accept your mistake, Doobie. Move on with life.
And we go.
Now I have to decide how much I loved Alien Romulus. Do I want to buy that and watch it today?
You could probably rent it. Is there? I don't know. Does renting come later?
I don't know. It probably can. Yeah, I probably can. Yeah, because when only time they force you to buy is when it's simultaneous. But I really liked it. I might want to own it. Is it going to be on Hulu later or Disney Plus?
I would think so.
Okay,
they haven't announced a release for that, but
so renting makes more sense then. You're right. That might be happening. Around LP, Jeremiah Good. Oh my goodness, You know who it's good to be? Jeremiah.
Good.
It's good to be Jeremiah. You think you have a good life? Look where you could be today if you were an LPer.
What's the most interesting hotel room I've ever seen in my life?
So Jeremiah Good is in South Korea. South Korea. No, there's no Disney park there, but why is he there, Kyle?
The Disney 100 exhibition is going to be in Seoul. This was the one that was started in Germany, that went to London. It's now going to be in Korea. Jeremiah saw it in Germany and is now going to see it again in South Korea. And yeah, he's going to be there and went to just the most interesting room where it feels like it's just oriented the wrong way because it looks really small when you see both beds are touching the wall. But then you look the other way and there's more room than you'd expect. And there's a thing in the middle of I don't get it.
I've done precious little international traveling, just really Paris and Disneyland.
And the window keeps going.
So is this typical for a Euro bathroom, whatever's going on there?
Well, first of all,
or not Euro.
South Korea is not European. I don't know
international bathroom. Stop it.
For international bathrooms, I mean, there's all sorts of different things, but I see, yes, it's got a fancy toilet. That's a staple of, I've seen them in Korea, and I've seen them in Japan. And then, yeah, this is actually not a small bathroom for some of the Asian hotel rooms I've stayed in. This is also kind of interesting. It looks like a central control panel for everything from lights to TV volume. I don't know how I feel about that.
Kyle has problems with that.
I mean, it sounds convenient, but like, have you ever stayed at what's the hotel at Universal? The
Sheraton?
No, it's across.
Oh, Universal Orlando?
Yeah, Universal Orlando. But
sorry. Portofino.
No, I can't think of it. It's
Hard Rock?
at Ventura.
Oh, okay.
You have an iPad to control a lot of the stuff, which sounds great, but then you're like, I have to grab an iPad and unlock it just to like turn the volume down on the TV, and that gets stupid. So yeah, that's kind of what this reminds me of, but at least it's physical buttons that you can access pretty easily.
Tony has some breaking news. Crazy about Infinity. Rename the city. Pixar, Seoul, South Korea. Tony, it's great to have you.
And because of Tony, I'm going to play this even though we don't have anything in this section. The fun stuff. I don't know if he'd seen that, so I did that for him. But now.
This is where Doobie shows off stuff that he has found, usually on TikTok, in his morning ritual of laying in bed for an hour and a half, scrolling TikTok.
An hour and a half?
I wake up really early sometimes.
Why?
I just do. I'm done sleeping. So I woke up around, I think I finally woke up around 5:15 this morning, and I didn't get out of bed until just after 7. So yes, the best copyright avoidance video he's ever seen. It's exactly what it is. So this one, I'm not going to play the whole thing. I'll skip ahead because it's kind of long, but I love cast member videos. So this one says, that moment when you watch, can you hear this? They're playing the Coco song. That moment when you watch the mariachi Cobre sing, remember me to cast members on their last day of work, and it ends with a special surprise. And mariachi's there, and they're going to play for him in just a moment. I love cast members, and I love the celebration of cast members. And then at the very end, of course, there comes Miguel himself out to greet him. So I like that video. And just one more today. So the Queen at Disneyland is a never-ending source of entertainment, and we'll have more of her. I've already got more of her. I'm just not showing today. But this is just a quickie. I hope the audio comes through well on this one. It's needed.
To visit my stepdaughter. Trash.
She is. Oh, did you hear it?
I did.
Okay, great.
Snow White is trash.
Snow White is trash. It's so funny.
Yeah,
all right.
She's a character. Don't get mad at her.
There's one. No, I haven't.
Oh, there's a video circulating where this couple is like yelling at her for being rude. It's like, it's kind of her bit.
Probably tomorrow I have another one with her and Snow White. It's kind of long, so I don't want to do it today, but it's very funny. All right, Kyle, move on. It is time for the Quizzy Wizzy part of our show, where I mention something that has happened on this day in Disney history, and Kyle figures out what it is. On this day in 1998, Is it an attraction? Is it a show? It depends how you define it. But it's a show. Opened at Disney's Hollywood Studios and is still running to this day.
Well, that would have to be Fantasmic then.
It would have to be Fantasmic, and it is. Way to go, Kyle!
Yeah.
Is 1 for 1 today.
Undefeated.
1 for 1. All right, we'll let that play while I ask you the second one. On this day in 1999, a movie came out. I will give you some hints. Don't let the visuals distract you. An old man makes a long journey by lawnmower. Do I have audio on here? I should not have audio on here. No. Okay. An old man makes a long journey by lawnmower to mend his relationships with an ill brother.
I have no idea. That sounds like.
Come on. You know this movie.
I'm sure I do.
It's a classic in a sense.
A real classic?
I mean, for those who have seen it, it's a real classic. Director David Lynch, TIL.
Oh, wow.
Starring Richard Farnsworth, Sissy Spacek. You're not going to get
So
it.
what, is it a Touchstone picture? Is that the...
I'm not sure if it's Touchstone. It probably is, but I think of it in my mind, it is, it's nothing. It's a Disney movie, even though it may be Touchstone.
Okay. I have no idea.
All right, I'm going to show you the trailer.
Okay.
Come on, good timing, Doobie. You don't know this movie by now?
No?
Maybe you aren't familiar with it.
I don't think I am.
Why
I
don't
might
you
have
just
heard
tell me
title,
the
but I
name
had
of the
no idea
movie,
what it was
Doobie?
about. What?
I said, why don't you just tell me the name of the movie?
Exactly.
It is a Disney movie. Yeah, Walt Disney Pictures presents
Oh.
The Straight Story.
Never heard of it.
Oh my goodness.
Never once in my life have I heard of that.
What is wrong with you? Okay.
I was like, the lawnmower part sounded familiar. I think there might have been like a Pete and Pete where they ride like the lawnmower, and I didn't understand how that worked because I've never had big lawns. We never had like the riding mowers. It was the push mower. So I'm like, wouldn't you be like scrape? I didn't realize you could raise the blade and actually just like. In fact, I still don't really realize that.
Fred Ramirez, he knew it, even though he couldn't quite get it. And yeah, it's not Touchstone, it's Walt Disney Pictures. You are right. So, Fred Ramirez, you win today because Kyle has never even heard of The Straight Story. Maybe that's just a testament to you being much younger than me. 1999, how old would you have been in 99?
99, 13.
Okay, I'll give you that. And finally, on this day in 2016, this is nothing for you to guess. Only reason I'm including it is because it's an airplane. The Moana livery on Hawaiian Air debuted on this day in 2016.
I
And
didn't know that existed. So that's pretty cool.
by sheer coincidence,
They could have done better.
let's see, where is this plane right now?
You can now book this plane with Alaska points.
In 39, that's right, IHA. In 39 IHA. Where are you in 39? What? You don't exist anymore?
Oh, it's been retired. What kind of plane was it? Does it say?
Yeah, an A330.
I mean,
243. A3. Okay, maybe that's a 1, not an I.
Maybe.
Oh, wow. How interesting. That sure looks like an I to me, but nope, it's a 1. All right. So this is riveting to no one but me. That plane right now, right this very second, is in the air on its way from San Diego to Honolulu. There you go. That's what you get with your Flight Radar 24 subscription. $2.99 a month, worth every penny. All right, Kyle. Anything else pop up while we've been doing this?
Let me check Disney Parks blog. Don't see anything. So I guess that means that it's... I don't know if I played this. I think I do.
The football picks every week.
Pilots are just like...
Every week, Kyle and I, the Deadpool and Wolverine bus tour to Take Manhattan. Okay, fine.
Did you read the title of the bus tour?
No.
Oh, okay.
Now I'm clicking the link.
Oh, I
Oh,
didn't see that we posted it.
no. Okay. The big $A$ ampersand bus tour. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. All right, so every week Kyle and I make our football picks, and this week Kyle and I did not too shabby. We have improved on our 500 record. I don't know if you have you looked at the results, Kyle.
I have not. I can't. I'm locked out of this document
Good.
with great intention.
So we had some differences, but in the end, we both went wrong week. In the end, we both went 9-5. So after a bunch of 500s and near 500s, we were 9-5 this week. Go Kyle and Doobie. I am now at 31. I'm sorry, I am now at 30-26. You are at 31-25. And we both lost yesterday. The Jets are not good.
I rooted for the wrong team. I forgot my logic about them like doing like a comeback win for the. But maybe now that they'll have Devontae Adams.
I was going to say I was going to get your sports expertise on the,
I have no idea.
acquisition. Okay. All right. I think that's it for today, folks. We do have one more of these this week. At least I have one more of these this week, and that would be tomorrow. So I hope you'll join
We'll
us.
make our football picks for the following week since you won't be here.
That's right. But it is 3-show Tuesday.
It is. We'll have Barely Necessities at 4 p.m. with confirmed with Becca and Rebecca. Confirmed. I wasn't sure. And then at 7:30, we'll have Disney Trivia Live with Doobie and Gideon.
That's me and my boy. So please tune in, like, subscribe, ring the bell to be notified. If you really like us, click that join button and support us with your hard-earned money. Otherwise, we will see you tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. See you tomorrow. See you later, Fred. Bye, everybody.